Welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm for episode 31 with me, MrSealyp. Well, I've been busy, as you've just seen, having purchased field 83 to give me some extra grass. I have come up here with the Holmaterra variant and the sprayer on the back, the Kuhn Deltis or Metris, whichever one I've got, I can't remember. God, that's awful, I can't remember what I've got. It's the Metris, no, the Deltis. The Metris is the one that's towed. Yeah, the Deltis. So I've sprayed all the ones here so they've got another coating. What I also did, now having bought a field to give myself more grass, I then decided now I can take the fences away. Let's make this field even bigger. Let's go for an uber field. So I kind of ploughed directly across from where the field came across there by the road, and it got to about that point and it cut across that way over there. I decided to continue along here all up to here, and hopefully my line should be fairly straight across here. So all of this section over that way is all new. You can see the slightly different texture and the slightly different colour. That's all new. I did go over it as well when I was spraying the grass. I thought actually I'll give it a spray as well. So that's been done. So the only thing left to do now is join the two parts together, and it will need cultivating. There is a lot of cultivating that needs doing. As you can see, this thing was just, I mean, made light work of that. Really did. So the Gregoire Besson SPSL 9, fantastic. Right, into this. I don't need a 10.5 metre width for this, but what I do need to do is drop the plough bit down. Drop that down a little bit. Put it on allow create fields, which is that. There we go. And what I should do now is, as I drive across, join the two parts together. This field is now absolutely massive. So I'm just deciding what crop to put in it. I did say originally this was going to be my cornfield. You know what? I think it might still be. I'm going to do a massive corn harvest on this. I may do part corn, part silage, but this is going to be massive. Well, a bit off course there. But needless to say, if I do silage, I'm going to get a fair old bit of this. So, there you go, all good. I have made a couple of purchases, which I'm going to go and collect in a moment, and then I'm going to crack on with the cultivating on the various different fields. There is spraying that needs doing too, and then we're going to get on with seeding. Maybe not in this episode, but in the next one on here, I'm going to replace the seeders and get different seeders. As you can see, now this is my only bit of concern. There's this dip here off to the right. I don't know how well. I think the seeders are probably going to be okay. Cultivator's going to probably be okay. I'm worried about the harvesters. That said, field 56A that I was worried about originally, I haven't had any real problems at all with that. Now the other thing as well, I did go and check on the animals, because in all the stuff I was doing in the last episode, let's do that, put that away, fold that up, fantastic. Yeah, the work I did in the last episode where I was ploughing out field 56A and over at field 81, by the time I got back over here, the cows had produced a colossal amount of manure again, which I cleared out. So I think some muck spreading will be in order at some point as well. Possibly not in this episode, but in one coming up very, very soon. And the poplars are growing really, really well, so it's not going to be long before the poplars are done too. This field is absolutely huge now. Awesome. Right. So, go and put this away. I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing any more forestry. Oh, that was the other thing I did, where I said I've got across here where I bought field 83 and I've done the fields. I've cleared all the trees, of course I have. The trees that were along here have been cleared. The trees that were between fields 91 and 92 have been cleared. And there were a couple, I think, between 92 and 83 which have been cleared. Now there is still a concern in my head that I haven't got enough grass areas to make sure I've got enough hay and grass. So my other option is that field 83, which is just here, comes down to an end and it kind of links on very, very neatly, very, very neatly, to field 80 something, 84. So if I carry on here, field 84 just carries on directly after it, sweeps down the hill there and round to the left over there. So I was thinking, as soon as I'm a bit flush, I might buy it. Because I'm making all my other fields bigger, so I've got plenty of field space at the moment. Plus I bought field 5, haven't even been up there yet. So I think I'm going to buy this. It's going to take me a while to get there in this. I should have gone in a different vehicle, but yeah, this will give me an absolute ton of grass. We got there in the end, just about. So, how much is it? Let's have a look. 226,000. 2.8 hectares. Add that to what I've got already. Buy. Okay, brilliant stuff. So, got a new field. Field 84. So my grass fields now joined together. 84, 83, into 92, into 91. Plus I've got all the area where I cut all the trees back up by field 56 and 55. And I am, because I've been asked by a few people, or told by a few people, to replace the trees. I am going to be replacing the trees, don't you worry. I'm going to be getting a tree planter and, whoops, and up around that area I am going to be replanting, absolutely. Now I found with this ray board, and I don't know if I'm going to be lucky this time, if I get the angle of that in line with the angle of the boom like that, I was finding cutting down the trees became a lot easier. I'll just get the right bit. Oh, that didn't work as well as I hoped it was going to. Not quite what I thought, but never mind. Just give myself a bit of space up here. Now we are in early spring, day 1, so I have got 2 more days to get the cultivating done, various different bits of spraying, whether it be slurry, whether it be manure, whether it's fertiliser, whether it's fertiliser spray, and then seeding. So I'm not too worried. I think I've got enough time to get everything done. Why is that still there? Oh, there we go. So they normally vanish. Perfect. that's done. Right, so new field, that will need spraying, etc, etc. Back on with the rest of the jobs. Cultivating next, I believe. We're going to get out the massive flexi coil that I bought and haven't used, but first up to the store, we'll go and get the Holmer and I'll show you what I bought. It's not going to go down well with everybody, but I thought I'd give it a go. I am slightly concerned, only because of the size of this, of actually manoeuvring it around the farm. It has kind of almost got like a wedge type shape, so fingers crossed I'm not going to get caught on anything, but you never know. It's not too bad. I am managing to use some of the bigger machinery. Although it's not like a big American map, I've got plenty of space and plenty of room to use it, so I'm going to make the most of it? Make the most of it? What? So, let's open this little beauty, shall we? I'll say little beauty. This monster. That is absolutely huge. Right, so let's go, shall we? Drop it down. Oh, I was supposed to go up to the... Oh, I was supposed to go up to the store, wasn't I? And get the Holmer. I'll do that in a minute. I'll do this first. This is going to make incredibly light work of this too. I'm hoping, because this is, as it says, the flexi coil, it's got enough flexibility in it that we should be able to do these rather undulating sections a little bit easier, I hope. See how we get on, but it's a nice little bit of machinery, it is. I don't tend to use the bigger machinery very much, so it's a nice change. I thought we'd change up a little bit. On Oakfield Farm I'm trying to go for, I will be going for smaller machinery, but then this one, because I've got more money and because I can do the logging and I can afford to get the bigger machinery, that's what I want to try out. Oh, that did not like that at all. Okay, right. Close that up. Let me do it this way. Maybe. Let's drop that down again. That's a bit better. Yeah, I found with the ploughing, some of these bits were a little bit dodgy. I had to come backwards and forwards a couple of times. It may miss a couple of bits, but I'm sure with a bit of fiddling around I can get where I need to be. So, I do have a few bits of field that are going to need cultivating. I'm worried though, why is that cultivate? Ah, no, because that's field, isn't it? I've got to be really careful here. I need to give myself a... I mean, I might just come up here with the roller and roll myself an edge, because that seems to be cut into the grass at this side. I suppose it would do, wouldn't it? So I'm cultivating over what is in essence a field. Oh, got to be careful of that. Right, I didn't even give that a thought. Right, let's try and get that bit round there without causing too much. Ah. Oh no, and when I started off at the top here, look. I didn't even notice. Oh man, that's a disaster. Right, okay, well... not what I wanted at all. Why did I even think of that? Did not cross my mind. Right, if I can come back here at a bit of an angle, maybe I can tidy it up at least a little bit. It's going to be a funny shape, but that's better than it was. Okay, right. Centre section. Oh, that's really annoyed me now. I'm glad I bought field 84 now then, because if I'm going to have to run a strip up there with the roller or the sweeper or to take it back to its original state, I've technically lost another little bit of grass. It's only a small strip, but it's still a bit, isn't it? But what are you going to do? Oh, that reminds me, while I'm recording this, I don't do this very often, but I'm going to do it now. And I hope she's watching. I hope he's watching, and I hope she's watching. But Alan, on behalf of Alan, and on behalf of me, Katie, happy birthday. I'm not going to say how old you are, because you're a lady, and it would be rude and impolite to do such a thing. However, if I was to say your age in pounds, euros or dollars, it might be slightly embarrassing. I only said that because Alan said that you like it when I say that, so I just thought, you know what, I'll chuck it in there. But happy birthday to you, Katie. Please don't flood me with birthday requests. I'm not going to do it very often. I don't think I've ever done a birthday request before, but happy birthday anyway. Hope you have a lovely day. Anyway, that's done. That's not quite how I was hoping it was going to go, but it's done anyway. I need to go to field 56A and then over to 81 and do that, and then I also then need to get to... Oh, actually, the end of field 57 needs to be sorted, so I'll get there and I'll do that in a moment too. Well, I'm up at the store. As I said I was going to, I finally got here. Got the Holmer variant 600 Eco. And I've gone for the HolRun, which is by, I think it's Vanquish 081. I did a little mod review on this, a Guide 2 video. It is a hook lift attachment for the Terra variant. And the reason I said I don't know if everyone's going to be as happy with it is that I think there's this kind of... The Holmer has all the Holmer pack equipment and it has a roll and it does various different things. Then you've got all the various hook lift bits of equipment that do their thing. And the two shouldn't be combined. I agree to some extent. This I find to be a phenomenal piece of kit and I use it quite a lot on various different Let's Plays when it's appropriate. Obviously I didn't use it on the golden days of farming, it just would not have been appropriate at all. But it's very versatile and I like it to be versatile. So I've also gone with the Bergmann HT50. This is a hook lift attachment, part of the ITRunner pack, I think it was, originally. Now, if we look in store at this one, where is it? Tippers. Scroll across. Yeah, so it's Mechanic HolRun, 2,800, that's a no-brainer, I'm having that. As opposed to having the ITRunner trailer, which is 55,000. You could get one of those as an addition to go on the back, but at the moment I'm fine. I've already got my trailer, the AgroLiner, the TAW30, which has got a 45,000 litre capacity and does all of those crops. So when you scroll across and you look at the ITRunner stuff, you've got the grain container, which has got a 45,000 litre capacity and does all of those crops. Then you've got the Bergmann HT50, which has got a 48,000 litre capacity and does all of those crops. So I thought, well, I'll get that. Why not? If I combine that with the trailer I've already got, that gives me, what have I got, 45, 48, 93,000 litre capacity between the two. That's quite good. Only problem is, and I've had a couple of comments left saying, have you tried it with any of the harvesters? And I haven't. The reason being that the Holmer, as you can see, is quite high. And even when you put twin narrows on, it does drop it down a little bit. With the trailer on the back, or the back on the back, that's going to sit very high. As you're going to see. Flip that on. And load that up. So once it's on the back, it is going to sit very, very high. But I think, to be fair, to give you that capacity, 48,000, I mean, that does look very, very high. But it's a very, very good mod, the HolRun. There's no wobble, there's no nonsense, it doesn't swing around all over the place. And you know what, I thought I'd give it a go. If it turns out to be a massive flop and it doesn't work, then so be it. I can always get rid of it. It only cost me 2,800 for the HolRun itself, but it does give me a lot of options. So, back down to the farm. What I am going to have to do as well, I think, is lease the roller again. I don't think I've got it still, to sort out that bit of field, because that's a real disaster and I'm not happy about that. I thought I was going to swing across then. Now, I don't think there are going to be many harvesters, even the forage harvesters. They're going to have a pipe that high. So what I thought you could do, and it is going to be a little bit of a faff, it's going to be a little bit of a pain, you know. But if you are doing a harvest, there's no reason at all why you can't come up alongside and hang on. Just do a little bit of that. Whoops, not driving forward while you do it. Just drop it off the back. Get that. Yeah, I'm really selling this well, aren't I, at the moment? That's better. Get the harvester to unload into it. Stick it back up, move on again. The actual grain backs that go on for the Holmer Terra variant have only got like a 25,000 litre capacity, so I thought, you know what, it's not a bad idea. Even if you just dropped this off by the side of the field and took the harvester to it and unloaded into it, then come and collect it later. You could do that as well. But like I say, it's a test more than anything else. So back to the farm we go with this. I'll park this up and we'll sort our roller on the way over. We'll just have a quick look at the poplars. Not far off ready, which means we are going to be in the market for a forage harvester. Very nice. thought I'd grab the tick. Grub. I thought I'd grab the T8 for this. I've also had an idea for the silage bales and the bales I've got up in the hayloft. Something I want to do. I want to make more total mixed ration, but in a slightly peculiar way. But that will also be coming at a later date because I've got to set it all up. So, I've suddenly become aware, having bought the quad track and getting larger equipment that requires more horsepower, I don't want these tractors to become redundant, so I need to make sure I have got machinery and equipment to still use them, otherwise I might as well just get rid of them and get something else. So try and keep them as relevant as I can. Now, this is the problem. What I need to do, I don't know how this is going to work, what state it's going to take it back to. So I need to get just right on this edge here, not too close. Drop the roller down. If I drive forward, what state? Oh, okay, brilliant. So I'm going to take that across. Thank you. This is weird because that doesn't appear to be having any impact on the grass field. Why not? I thought it would. Oh, that's an interesting one. If a bit worrying. Right, what I'm going to do is take this a little bit wider here as well. I think what I will do is regrass maybe that little section. Maybe. So if that is taking it back to its original state, why is it not having any effect on the grass? So am I going to need to plough another section down the side, just one strip, and then run over it? I might have to do that. Give me a second, I'll go and get the Raybold and I'll give that a go next as well. Okay. So all I've got to do now is hope that this is the same width as the roller. So I need a strip mill running down here, right down the edge of this field, that I can then roller and put back to its original state, and then... Oh, what a palaver this is turning out to be. Okay. I thought, such a good idea. How clever I'm being. Yes. Well... the less said about that, the better, if this does work. Excellent. Excellent. I think I need to go as far as this bit down here, where the field ends, and then we're on to regular stuff anyway. So just down to here. Lift that up, turn that off, put the plough away. Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I suppose there's always that worry, if a plough goes over the edge I could catch that field anyway, but... So I'm wondering, should I make it a double wide strip? Just to be on the safe side? Now I've got field 84. That probably makes more sense if I do that. Just to give myself a bit of leeway. At this point we are into fingers crossed territory. Like so. Lift it up, close that, turn it off. Right, okay. Move that out of the way. And then I'll come over the little seeder, I think, just whiz across that, seed that with grass. We should be alright. So, let's try again, shall we? Please work. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so... try and keep that as straight as I can, otherwise I'm going to lose the whole edge of my field. Bit of landscaping. It should give me what I need. That is, I suppose what I could do is just get that plough and just go straight across there, couldn't I? Anyway, I'm getting to a point where it's just fiddling with bits to tidy things up. Not for the sake of doing it, because it does need doing. Okay, right, that's that done. So, next jobs are going to be, I've got slurrying to do, maybe muck spreading. I might do muck spreading actually. That'll be the next episode. I've got plenty of muck there, so maybe I can get a bit of muck spreading done. Which means I'm going to have to lease or buy a muck spreader. Yeah, I might go with one of the Abbey muck spreaders, I think. That might not be a bad idea. And then I think we're going to be on to mid-spring, which is going to be a lot of seeding. We'll get seeding done. Hopefully by then the poplars might be done, in which case there's going to be some poplar harvesting to do, which will produce a load of wood chips. Yeah, plenty to do. But that is the end of this episode. Not quite turning out how I wanted it to, after my minor error on the side of the field there. I keep forgetting. There's field 52. I thought it was field 52. The roller can go back. Don't need that. Actually, I better keep hold of that just in case I make any more mistakes while I'm finishing off. But we are at the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We are moving forward, albeit it seems to be at a little bit of a snail's pace at the moment, but we are getting the jobs done. We've got all this stuff that we did over the winter. We're kind of tidying up now. We can see the ground, and that's what we're at. So that's worked out okay. I'm happy with that. That's not too bad. Bigger field. Brilliant. Okay, so if you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.